this took a lot of research for me, and also it took me some time to evolve on this issue, but there's some controversy surrounding a common ingredient in basically almost all toothpastes. It's also in most mouthwashes as well, and this is glycerin. So I don't know if you're aware of this, but if you're not, it's worth considering this information, which is that glycerin may or may not be a good product to be coating onto your teeth. So basically, it's used as a preservative, essentially, and the reasons why it's added to toothpaste are not really reasons that are keeping the mouth clean and alkaline and and avoiding being overrun with bacteria. Glycerin is actually bacteriostatic, meaning it's not really an antibacterial. It just simply promotes the growth of bacteria, but it doesn't kill bacteria. So it's not really an ingredient that's assisting with the function of the toothpaste. And so why is it being added? Well, it's a preservative. And it also creates the texture that's needed of the toothpaste. And it creates a bit of a sweetness. So it's an effect that makes it a more pleasant brushing experience. So basically, it's being added for expediency's sake to lower the cost of producing the toothpaste, to sell the toothpaste at a higher profit, and to make it a more pleasurable experience, but not necessarily any more of an effective experience to clean the mouth. So here's the issue with glycerin, or the potential issue is that it's an oily, sticky substance, and you're basically brushing it onto your teeth and coating your teeth with this glycerin. So this creates a layer on your teeth. This layer becomes more difficult to permeate between your teeth and the saliva. So the problem with this is that the saliva in your mouth is constantly coating your teeth. Your teeth and your saliva are almost having like a constant flow and interaction, because the saliva is a special healing fluid, magical fluid almost. It contains a lot of minerals. It contains enzymes. It contains a lot of different things. But the teeth, being what they are, bones and everything, they need minerals, and the saliva helps to remineralize the teeth. And so if there's a coated layer of oil that's stuck to the teeth, then you're basically blocking that flow, that exchange. And so this is the liability of using glycerin. And so it can take a while to get that glycerin off the tooth. And so it would seem like it's going to remain on that tooth for several hours after brushing, if not longer. So after I learned about all this, I switched to an oral care product that does not contain glycerin. And I will say it's quite a different experience from a brushing point of view. But I've come to enjoy it. I really have. And I feel a big difference. It took me a day or two. I really notice a big difference. I feel better. My mouth feels better when I'm off the glycerin. So I'm now sold on this concept that we really shouldn't coat the teeth with glycerin. And so, anyways, give it a try. Give it a try. There's products out there. I'll provide a link to where you can find some of them that are glycerin free and all natural. Obviously, it goes without saying that you should find products that are all natural in your toothpaste, without harmful filler ingredients and containing all natural ingredients. That is just goes without saying. Clearly, you should not get a toothpaste with fluoride Absolutely not. If you want to look up how dangerous that can be. Other things I like to use a water pick. If you've never used a water pick, it shoots water into the mouth. And also electric toothbrush. Also like to get a regular toothbrush and brush all the areas of the mouth, like the gums and the top of the mouth, the tongue, all the way back. And it sounds unusual, but it's actually very refreshing. Anyways, I'm going to link to the products. If you want to find all these different products, just go to rapidregeneration.com/oral hygiene. You can also find the tooth powder at /tooth powder /mouthwash /toothpaste /toothbrush /floss /water pick